What's up, Cancer? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at March energies here for you, 2025, when it comes to love, romance, and relationships. This message and the reading is going to be for Cancer suns, moons, rising, and Venus as well, singles and couples. Okay, so we're just going to shuffle up this deck here real good for you, Cancer, to see what the energies are energetically, what's coming towards you, what you're already dealing with when it comes to these relationships, okay? So I'm using the Victorian Romantic Tarot to deliver your messages. Throwing some cards here from the Streets of Oracle. I'm sorry, I always get this screwed up. Sorry, Cancer. The Streets Are Talking Oracle. I thought I said that right the first time. Anyway, so let's get underway and throw in just one card here, Cancer, from the Romance Angel deck here, just to give us an overall theme of love and energy. All right, for March 2025. So energies here for my crabs. What's coming up? And since I did the energies differently last month, Cancer, what I'm going to do is that if you receive any court card in the spread while I'm doing the messages, that is a strong indication, especially for the singles out there, that someone is definitely coming towards you. But if you don't receive a court card, doesn't necessarily mean to be so, okay? All right, so energies here for my crabs. What's coming up for Cancer? What does Cancer have to look forward to? And by the way, anyone who celebrates St. Patrick's Day, happy St. Patrick's Day to you. All right, energies here for Cancer. Okay, let's get started here. Cut the deck and see what the messages are. What kind of month are we going to have in March when it comes to these relationships? Well, we start off with the Five of Swords. Okay, so the Five of Swords is conflict, internal conflict, external conflict. When I use this deck here, Cancer, there's three characters on this card. By no way, shape, or form it just reminds me of the Three of Swords. So this is the Cancer that's in a relationship with someone. This is the outside interference right here. So it could be that there is someone here who could be interfering with Cancer's partnership. Now, you could be just dating someone, and this interference could be a family member. It could still be a friend, or it could be a co-worker, okay? But someone is trying to interfere, bring some sort of strife or trouble into the relationship for Cancer. And I also read that the Five of Swords is someone messing with your head, playing mind games with you, right? So attach that energy to your relationships. Otherwise, it's just for those Cancers who may be in the month of March trying to, figure out some sort of internal strife on a minor level, external strife. If you were dealing with anybody or relationships, just trying to pull that energy back into pull that energy back together. I'm sorry. And it's not something that I would regard as being something very serious here for you, Cancer, because usually the fives are just minor energies if they express themselves at all. But I'm going to throw a card here while I'm talking about it. Why did the Five of Swords show up? Now, of course, I've been saying if a court card lands on that Five of Swords after I shuffle, then it could be just what I'm saying, that there is someone outside of you that's interfering with your current relationship, okay? Or there's something else that could be going on here. So let's see, what is the reason why the Five of Swords is here for Cancer? Why did it show up? And it may be that Cancer is showed up here for this reason. Okay, so the Four of Cups is here, so it's not really, involves people. I'm going to have to go by the fact that the Cups always represents love and relationships, right? So we're talking about people here. So maybe there is some sort of form of interference that's going on outside of, even outside of you being, knowledgeable about it, okay? Now, whether or not it has anything to do with a planned outing, and it's sort of like, a double date or something like that. But somebody here is interfering. And I'm also going to read this here, that this interference is disturbing your happiness, okay? Disturbing your happiness and in terms of engaging the relationship that you would like to enjoy to engage. And also, too, because remember, this is the Four of Cups. It's about the celebrations and happiness. And that's with your significant partner, right? But I feel that there's somebody here who is trying to prevent cancer specifically, and gaining some sort of happiness, or there's some sort of plans that go array or irate or whatever you want to call it in the month of March that becomes a little bit upsetting. And that's because somebody is either trying to do something to destroy that happiness for you. All right, so following the Four of Cups here for you, Cancer, let's move along. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune. So fate and destiny. So you have fate and destiny in your spread in the month of March. And you see two people here. So Cancer, you may, for the single Cancers out there, you may go somewhere where, you're minding your business and your paths cross with someone and it links something, towards romance. Okay, that's something that was supposed to happen, that you were supposed to meet that person. You were destined to meet that person. However, you still have luck on your side for all the other Cancers who may already be engaged in partnerships. You have luck and fortune on your side. Connect that energy to your relationship. So the wheel is always turning. Anything that was unfortunate for you turns around to be in your favor. That's the stroke of the Wheel of Fortune. Stroke of luck by the Wheel of Fortune. Following the Wheel of Fortune here, now we have the Emperor, major arcana of the Emperor. There's two Emperors in this deck. So the aspect of having to maintain an element of control when it comes to your emotion and relationships this month, Cancer, this is all about you. This is not about you trying to control or manipulate your significant other or do anything misleading in attempts to, manipulate someone. No, it's about you having to maintain your own source of, excuse me, your own sense of control. Following the Emperor, now we have the Moon. So there's emotional changes that are coming up here for Cancers this month in the March, right? 2025, secrets become revealed. Now we're talking about love and romance here. So we're talking about it could be likes and crushes coming forward, letting themselves be known in terms of an interest in you. All right. Making sure, however, though, when it comes to your intuition, which is the most important thing to grasp out of this moon's energy, tie that energy into your relationships, Cancers, trusting yourself, okay, when it comes to decisions. Maybe linked over here to this little scenario over here, the Five of Swords with the Four of Cups on top of the Five of Swords. Having to trust yourself, knowing that whatever you get in your gut, the first impression is always the correct answer. So there may be fluctuating moods for us in the month of March when it comes to our relationships, but we have the Emperor here to control most of that energy here. Always put a check on your emotions, Cancer. So this moon has a tendency to be tricky at times. I always talk about it can send our emotions up real high, or it can send our emotions down real low. Also, too, yeah, I think I said everything about the moon that I wanted to say. So yeah, changes are about, a cycle of energy of, cycle of energy is moving away from us, Cancer. A new cycle is about to begin. Up next now we have the Eight of Wands. This is the card of great communication. So you attach that energy to your relationship. So whatever you need to express, Cancer, will be well received, okay? And whatever energies that come to you by, significant others or potential date mates will be well received by you. However, the Eight of Wands is fast, rapid energy that comes in. Usually the good news that could come in, come through an actual person. It could come through a phone call. It could come through a text message, because, people nowadays just do a lot of texting. And that's in the form of, expressing themselves. Nothing wrong with that. Some of you guys may be traveling in the month of March. Okay, if you are, just getting away for the weekend rendezvous, or you're traveling together just to spend some quality time, you're going to be safe to and from. All right, so following the Eight of Wands here for you, Cancer, we have the card that's coming up here next, if I can get it. The Three of Wands. Three of Wands here, just as good as the Eight of Wands, something positive. So you can take the Three of Wands, though. And if you're already in a committed relationship, Cancer, that your relationship is moving in the direction that you want it to be moving in. For others, it could be that the relationship starts to pick up. You know, if the relationship in the past has been slow moving or stagnant. Three of Wands also, too, is a part of traveling. So again, if you're traveling, spending quality time with your significant other or whatever, it could be for the single still who travel, and then it links to some, or it leads to some sort of romance. You're going to be safe to and from. All right, so following the Three of Wands here, we have the major arcana of the Temperance. The Temperance is a card of respect. It's all about having to restore, rebalance, recenter. For some of us Cancers, though, we may just go, and this is just momentarily if that's, you know, necessary, or if that's what we even attempt. But the focus of having to pay more attention to ourselves in the month of March, not so much on the focus is on the relationships. And that might be just, you know, it might be a necessary thing for us to try to make some sort of improvements if necessary, restoring some sort of peace, bringing that peace back within ourselves. And you can still be in a relationship, but you still might want to detach momentarily just to focus on yourself. Maybe, you know, think about, you know, if you're in a current relationship, where that relationship is, where you know, where you would like it to go, if things are working out the way that you want them to. So I feel that the Temperance card is understanding yourself, recognizing your needs and your wants are more important, or most important, as well as contributing your needs and wants to other people. So I feel that the Temperance card is very powerful here to be in your spread, because it means so many things. It could be for the singles and the couples. Again, having to just focus, bring back that focus on yourself, loving yourself, knowing what your value is, knowing what your worth is, and how all of that energy is extended out to the people that you are connecting to. All right, so following the Temperance card here, now we have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands, projection of energy. So don't get yourself engaged in any fights or arguments, petty fights or arguments with your significant other, Cancer, in the month of March. I'm sorry, because it's what's going on with them energetically ain't got nothing to do with you. They're just trying to pull you in. Fives, like I said, with the Five of Swords, if it does express itself, it's going to be temporary. This, however, can come and go just as quickly as, you know, as it starts up. It can go just as quickly as it starts up, because if you avoid it, don't add fuel to the fire, then you have no worries. Okay. Also, too, it could be just a moment of some sort of inner restlessness that, you know, we all go through in the month of March when it comes to our relationships, whether you're single or in a relationship, and that too shall pass. It's not the type of energy that usually sticks around too long. Up next now we have the King of Pentacles. So what did I say? I said if a court card shows up here from the onset of this reading for you, Cancer, that is the indication that there is someone new that's coming towards you. Now, the King of Pentacles represents maturity. So, you know, it's still, even though it's a male, could, you know, the sexes are intertwined, so it could be female. But this is usually a male person or a mature person. I'm sorry. So it could be a mature male, could be a mature female coming through. Okay. If you are the single Cancer out there looking to make a connection in the month of March, it's under the moon. So remember, I say there are some sort of significant emotional changes about to take place, and that could be it. Also, it could be for the couples that I'm talking about that's already in committed partnerships. You can see the King of Pentacles as the type of energy aligned with your relationship, that it is strong, that it is, you know, is secure. You're being well provided for, okay? Nothing's going to break down the barriers of this relationship that you have with this person. This person also, too, is into long-term commitments. Okay. And that also, too, could be for the single cancers. Speaking of long-term commitments, what you're, aspiring to achieve when it comes to a relationship, something that is long-term, something that fosters security, something that is stable. All right. So, excuse me. Following the King of Pentacles here, the last card that I have in this spread is the Three of Pentacles. Simply put, the Three of Pentacles is all about workplace attraction and affairs. So there could be something that starts up for some cancers in the workplace if you're single, or if there's something going on already with cancers and they're already in relationships, or their relationships involves another person that they work with. But you also, too, could be definitely, for the single crabs out there, introduced to somebody new. And that could be through a friend, family member, or it could, be through a coworker. Okay. I was just, taking a moment here because I was thinking that the Five of Wands, I didn't really need to throw a clarifier on that Five of Wands because usually that's self-explanatory as a projection of energy as I read it, coming on to you by others. So if a court card, if I did, ask why the Five of Wands was here and the court card showed up, yeah, it would be the direct reason why the Five of Wands showed up in your spread. So I'm not going to throw a clarifier on that. So anyway, this is your general message here, Cancer. Really, it's just not too bad. It's really not bad. Just me interpreting these messages here. I feel that for some of us, though, in the month of March is having to refocus, draw that energy back into ourselves, okay? And this could be having to improve ourselves, love ourselves, be at peace with ourselves. So you're no good to no one if you're not good to yourself. All right, so these messages here you can take however you want. I'm just going to throw 4 cards here. And, okay, this one says, this some Jerry Springer shit right here, and I'm taking front seat. So what I get out of that concept here is that it could be connected to the Five of Wands. I'm sorry, the Five of Swords here when someone is interfering with Cancer's relationship. So you may be just taking a step back, or it might be someone else taking a step back watching this shit unfold. Following the card there, Spotlight. Spotlight is simply for some Cancers out there that you are going to be part of the spotlight for someone, okay? See the moon here. The moon is part of that spotlight. It illuminates. So someone pays heavy attention to you or interest in you in the month of March. Spotlight is on you, Cancer. Up next now we have, we have trust issues here because it says, I don't trust him, her, when you're not around, okay? So that is maybe a significant message for someone out there. I don't trust him or her when you're not around. Go back up here. Okay, the Five of Swords. Last card I have for you, Cancer, in the spread is my body, my rules, my decisions. Simply put, self-explanatory. Okay, you do what you want with your body. It's your rules and your decisions. All right, so let's draw a card here from the Angels Romance. See what the love theme for the month for Cancers. What is the love theme for Cancers? What do you want us to know? By the way, while I'm shuffling this here, I just remembered that, remember I said likes and crushes coming forward? Here's the person right here, sitting right underneath that moon. I just happened to see that. All right, so our theme for the month is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, Cancer. Yes, they are. Okay. So that's what I have for us. Okay. This is your reading for the month of March. When it comes to love and relationships, Cancer, just always keep in mind it's just me interpreting these messages here for you. Take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone. You guys have a safe, great month ahead. Just know that all things will work out for your benefit. No worries there. And always come back here to get more of these messages from me, Cancer, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.